shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica, the number 3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
The OhDoctah, technology writer, researcher, inventor, Owen J.J. Stone.com. I'm Alex Jones with Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.tv. We've taken a quasi-break from the bedlam, the meltdown, the Armageddon-type nuclear stuff happening in Japan. It's getting worse and worse by the minute. We've been proven, unfortunately, right again. I said Friday that there was meltdowns going on. I said Saturday with the explosion that there was going to be containment system breaches. Now that's admitted today, and no one's at the plant now. They're talking about having helicopters fly over and drop stuff. That's coming up in the next segment with your phone calls, I promise. You were talking about the attack on the internet. There's a whole cocktail of internet IDs, taxes, tracking, throttling back alternative media. The new Google algorithm, they admit, targets alternative growing media because the old line media is dying. The government's discredited. They're all teaming up, openly hitting the panic button, saying, shut it down, shut it down. But isn't Pandora's box already open? Break down the constellation of attacks you see as a technology researcher in the internet that they're going after.
So basically, with Twitter and the Facebook sharing, you can't stop something that someone says. If someone puts something on a Facebook page, oh, the government lied about the radiation levels. It takes one other person in their network to share with up to 5,000 people, and another person up to 5,000 people. Or everybody, they have a fan page with 20,000, 30,000 people. It just reaches out. And you see the government try to slow that down with Twitter. They say, oh, well, could you not talk about, Israel or, could you stop? And Twitter's like, well, sure, because I don't want to make the government upset. But then everybody already knows it. And then they go, Twitter, why would you do that? We need to hear what these people are saying on the ground so we understand real time, because real time, you can't lie.
It's circumventing the old controlled media.
Mainstream media can't get a hold of it. They can't stop it. They can't rewrite what they want to rewrite because people on the ground are saying, hey, people are dying out here. People are starving out here. We're setting stuff on fire here. Egypt, you think shutting down the internet was a real big reason why they wanted to keep it out? They wanted to stop it from getting out. So what do? They turn off everyone's cell phones and internet. And that's what control of the internet here is going to do.
And the whole country came to a grinding halt.
And that's what they want to do with these little things. They say, oh, well, you're using too much bandwidth. Well, bandwidth means if you're in a viral sector and you're looking at things, you're trying to get information, you're trying to download, they can cap you off.
Look, they've done this for years on YouTube. We'll have a video that gets 1 million views in a day, and suddenly they just delist it and remove it. It's still there, but it just stops.
I'm sure there's someone in the government that has a job to just watch these things and make calls and say, could you take stuff down?
Well, no, they admit Joe Lieberman does it all the time, his staff.
And the biggest thing, again, what I said, bottleneck, you can't keep that information from people because once it gets out, a spark happens. And they can stop it, just like how they cut off the internet in Egypt. But at that point, you already had videos flying around and people sharing them. You already had tweets flying around and people sharing them. And that's why they want to cap and control the internet, because these free market spaces, these things that are making money and creating jobs in America, are the same thing that are exposing the governments. They're exposing them. You can't lie about a kid in Japan with a cell phone looking up at a mushroom cloud. You can't tell me there's not a mushroom cloud. It only takes one person with a cell phone and an internet connection. I mean, the Apple Store's staying open, giving free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they tried to cover up the mushroom cloud.
The Apple stores are out there. Somebody said they're giving free Wi-Fi and power. They're one of the only places people have internet. So somebody's running around taking video, running back, uploading this video, and then boom. Your whole lie of telling me, someone who is nowhere near Japan, that nothing's wrong. I'm looking at a video, looking at a mushroom cloud from some kid in Japan. So who am I to believe? The government or an independent person saying, hey, we're dying out here. We need help.
Well, Cass Sunstein, the White House regulations czar, said they're going to pose as thousands of alternative media to pump disinfo out to try to discredit us. But then we get that info and show how they did that. Because we've got the billions of people. They've got their centralized lies. It just doesn't work. And they're burning themselves down. And the biggest thing, too, is just anything that threatens their business model. Comcast wants to kill Netflix because they can't buy Netflix. So what do? They're going to cut off their throttle, cut off their internet, cut off their service, and in essence, killing a company. The United States government is going to let one company kill another company. And not capitalism, not buying them out, not dismantling them, literally taking one service away that's technically... Because they can't compete. That's technically free, and then just kill another company. Because the government says... And by the way, we built the internet with the bills we pay. They charge us for all this bandwidth on both ends. They're making money. They start complaining about, oh, you're using bandwidth. They've got all the algorithms. They're making huge profits. And you're paying for it, folks. You're paying for the stinking bandwidth. And my favorite thing is the price will go up for less usage, and then people who can't afford it, again, people who are on the bottom getting this information that they desperately... It cuts off the poor people. It's the same thing with the power plants. They shut them down, and they make more money with the few that are left. OhDoctah, Great Avenue.
Before you throw away your used batteries, you need to listen to this. Now, going green can save money. Go green and save money by giving life to your used batteries by charging them with the Renaissance Charger. The Renaissance Charger uses a new revolutionary battery charging technology that effectively extends the life of new batteries and gives new life to used batteries. Invented by legendary audio genius John Bedini, this unique and patented charging system rejuvenates the electrochemical plate structure in the battery without additives, increasing capacity and maintaining cell integrity. Renaissance Charge offers a full line of products made in the USA for all types and sizes of batteries. Find out why our customers tell us the Renaissance Charger is the only battery charger they will ever use. Save your money. Save the environment. Visit us online at r-charge.com. That's r-charge.com, or call us at 208-772-4514. That's 208-772-4514. Be a part of the revolution today.
America, you've been warned. For weeks, we've been warning you about a single event we believe will happen in the next 12 months that will shake the very foundations of our nation. We've told you about the video that details this shocking prediction. So far, over 6 million people have watched this free video online. Have you? Again, this big event has nothing to do with war or the stock market, yet it could change everything about your normal way of life. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your family. Could this really happen? Well, the man who created this video has been right about many predictions in his career. He was among the first to predict the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. If you haven't taken time to watch this free video, do it right now. You may never think about America the same way again. You can find the free video at endofamerica3.com. Again, that's www.endofamerica3.com. Watch the free video at endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
If you own a septic system, or if you're facing costly septic system replacement, this message is for you. When you want to stop paying for pump outs and avoid backups, when you've had enough of the foul odors and costly repairs, use BioSafe One Septic Solution. Now there's an easy-to-use, 100% guaranteed answer to all your septic system problems. BioSafe One Septic Solution. BioSafe One is patented and made specifically for all septic systems, and made by the same team of scientists who helped clean up the Exxon Valdez oil spill. BioSafe One decontaminates and removes sludge, stops costly pump outs and repairs, and removes septic system stench, all with a 100% success rate. See what gives BioSafe One Septic Solution the advantage over any other septic product at biosafeone.com. That's BIOSAFEONE.com. biosafeone.com, or call toll free 1-866-424-6663. That's 1-866-424-6663. BioSafe One, the guaranteed bio-friendly, money-saving way to clean your septic system.
From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Okay, I'm going to recap after I take some calls, the latest developments, but people are starting a mass exodus from Tokyo. There is a big radiation cloud of strontium, I believe he said 90, radioactive iodine, cesium coming that way. And the government is admitting that a little bit of it won't hurt you too bad, but a lot will kill you. A long exposure. So pray for those folks. Radiation levels soar after third nuke explosion. Tokyo wind radiation plume could reach capital by nightfall. Europe's energy commissioner calls it an apocalypse. And guys, print me all those new ones, please. Thank you. Spent nuke fuel pool may be boiling. Panic may dump water on pool by helicopter. That's boiling with all those radioactive isotopes out into the atmosphere. Panic residents start to flee. They're also reporting there's been at least 4, perhaps 5 explosions, 2 last night, and that at least number 2's containment facility is breached. And if that stuff's on fire in there, ladies and gentlemen, this just went to Chernobyl levels, but you heard Dr. Bob Bowman, a lot of it's blowing out to sea. Not good, though, if you're eating the fish out of there. This is just unspeakable right now, obviously. And what does that say about the propaganda of the nuclear power industry? I'm a pro-technology guy. But, give me coal any day. I've studied energy. They've got totally clean-burning coal. That's why they want to tax carbon dioxide now, because that's all that's coming out in water vapor. And you can get people, they've done studies where most people will sign on to ban dihydrogen monoxide because it's a scary name. That's water. Carbon dioxide sounds scary. Most people in studies they've done, and you've seen it on TV where they go to an environmental meeting and say, let's ban dihydrogen monoxide. They say, yes, let's ban it. And they sign the petition. Let's ban sodium chloride. Yes, ban it. That's table salt. This is what they're doing. And let's go to your phone calls. I want to get to a lot of them. I may do an entire hour of Overdrive. This is just too important what's happening. Gord in Canada, then Gerald, Paul, Will, Donna. Gord, thanks for holding her on the air.
Thank you, Alex. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Hi, Dr. Stone. I'm a registered herbalist, and I've been practicing herbalism just north of Toronto for a while. And I wanted to cover a few separate things, but quickly go over the dosing of the iodine. There might be a bit of misunderstanding about the difference between kelp and elemental iodine. So when you're taking, like you mentioned, some product that you had in front of you that gives you 150 micrograms per drop, right? So to get what would equal 6 milligrams of Lugol's iodine per drop, you'd have to take 40 drops of a regular kelp-based product that yields a smaller amount of iodine.
Are you a pharmacist?
I'm a herbalist.
Well, I had a degreed pharmacist on the radio broadcast just earlier, and he specifically, with the iodine from kelp, disagreed with the statement you just made.
Right, I know, but that's why I wanted to clear it up, because kelp, like a teaspoon of kelp, 5,000 milligrams will only give you 1 to 5 milligrams of iodine.
Yeah, you're not listening to me, sir. We're not even talking about raw kelp here. We're talking about iodine from kelp, iodine extracted from kelp, like vitamin C extracted from tangerine peels.
Right, I understand that, but you need to take enough kelp to give you the elemental iodine of 6 milligrams. And so you're not taking kelp per se, you're taking the iodine levels.
Yes, sir, appreciate your call. Yes, we understand that. Thank you. Let's talk to Gerald in West Virginia. Gerald, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing, Alex?
Good. What's on your mind?
Okay, I got a couple of questions. First off, the iodine, what about people like me that are extremely allergic to iodine? If I eat a couple pieces of seafood, I get extremely sick.
Well, that's the same thing. If I say a good storable food is peanut butter, but you are allergic to peanut butter, then you don't want to eat peanut butter because you know that. If you're allergic to penicillin, you don't want to take it. But yes, that's a good question for a pharmacist or a medical doctor. What does someone do who's allergic to iodine? Now, are you allergic to certain types of extracted iodine? Because iodine is in all sorts of foods. I mean, can you not eat bread or waffles that have alfalfa in it? Because that has
just seafood. Like if I eat crab legs or crabs, then I get really extremely sick.
Well, you might be allergic to something else in there. I can't tell you, sir, because I'm not a doctor or a pharmacist, but that's a good question. What's your overall view of the devastating news that we're being pretty calm about here? And we did predict this 3 days ago, that at least the reactor number 2 at Fukushima has been exposed. The containment vessel has been exposed.
Okay, I'm from West Virginia, and, everybody likes to make fun of all those hillbillies. But let me tell you something. I think that this is an extreme cover-up. I do believe that this is way worse than anybody